Hey guys, what is up? Well, welcome to the Watts Wildlife YouTube channel. My name is Evan Watts, and this is the first video on this Watts Wildlife YouTube channel, pretty much explaining sort of what the goal of this channel is, what I'm going to be doing on this channel, and sort of just an introduction to everything that this channel is going to be if everything goes as planned. So to begin, I'm a college student as of right now. I'm studying wildlife biology, and I'm someone who absolutely loves the outdoors, camping, wildlife, and traveling. And so sort of the main goal of this channel overall and generally is going to be to bring all of that stuff to you guys and bring all of those things that I do in my life with wildlife and as I progress towards eventually becoming a wildlife biologist and traveling in the outdoors, not just wildlife but a lot of stuff related to the outdoors too. And I want to bring that stuff to this channel so that I can just show the world and show any of you viewers the importance of wildlife conservation and show everything that the outdoors has to offer out here. Even in your backyard, there's so much to see, so much to do, and especially even within the US. I know a lot of people, most people on YouTube are in the US. There's a lot to do here, and I want to be able to show some of that stuff to you guys on this YouTube channel. And when I say that I want to show you guys wildlife, that means a couple of different things. That could be wildlife actually out here in wherever it may, or wherever it may be, the actual wildlife that lives out here wild, or anything captive that I may own as a pet. Right now I currently only have 2 dogs. Hello Rusty. Hello Pup. Hello Pep. Which technically aren't really wildlife, but in the future I plan on getting more and more stuff that's a little more exotic. But I'll be getting into that stuff in the future. As of right now, it will mostly be stuff that is actually outside and is actually wild, not so much captive. That's going to be something for the future of the channel, but it is something that I definitely want to bring to and present on this channel. But to go along with that, I also want to feature different things such as backpacking, kayaking, camping, all these different things that I personally like to do in my life in the outdoors that aren't necessarily related to wildlife, but they sort of are, because a lot of times when you're camping or backpacking or whatever it may be, you're going to see wildlife, especially if you're somewhere like, you know, somewhere out west in the Rockies or something. You're going to see a lot of wildlife out there when camping. I also want to bring to you, if possible, different videos of wildlife facilities, not necessarily zoos, large-scale zoos, but smaller facilities and wildlife rehabilitation centers, and sort of present those and do sort of a tour of the place on this YouTube channel if possible. That's just an idea I have. I'm not really sure if that will pan out, but that's something that I've thought of. And I also really want to do some travel to some more exotic locations than where I live here in Kentucky, to do wildlife videos on different stuff that lives in other areas, which is something that I'm going to get into talking about right now as we begin to talk about sort of the more long-term goals for this channel. We'll get to the short-term stuff in a minute and the stuff that I have planned in just the next couple of months. First, I want to talk long-term. So first of all, I want this channel to be something where, you know, I'm able to travel with this. I'm able to go places and show you guys more exotic wildlife, like I said, and I want to be able to bring you guys along on that journey. And when I say that, I mean quite literally. I've kind of got this idea, but I would love to, at each subscriber milestone, I'm guessing probably 1,000 is when I would do the first one, I would actually pick one of you guys. It would be like a giveaway, and I would pick one of you guys, pay for food, housing, travel, all expenses, and would take you to some location that may be in the US, it may be out of the US, but I can guarantee you that it will be a place where there's some really awesome wildlife, and we will get to both participate in some really cool wildlife experience. And that's something that, like I said, if we can get to 1,000 subscribers, I will 100% do. I mean, that's 100% in the cards to do, but we've got to get there first. And beyond that point, I mean, as we go beyond that, 10,000 would maybe be the next goal, and we would do an even bigger trip, maybe out of the country that time. Who knows? If we reached 100,000, a million, if we kept going, we could even go to Africa, and that would be entirely free for you guys. I would take one of you with me, fully funded, just for being a subscriber. You'd be entered in the giveaway. Hello, Pepper. But anyways, getting back to the video, the thing that I'm most excited about for sure is that idea of taking you guys with me, literally taking one of you subscribers with me to some crazy place that you would have never even gotten to visit, and seeing some really awesome wildlife there. And as we reach each subscriber milestone in the future, hopefully we can actually hit some milestones like 1,000, like 10,000. I don't know what this channel is going to do and how it's going to grow or whatever. But as we hit those milestones, I will definitely be taking one of you guys on an awesome trip. So definitely subscribe for that, and I will be posting a video tomorrow that will talk all the details of what the first trip will be, what I have planned for it. I've already planned it all out, and I'll post a video on the details of that tomorrow. But getting back into our actual goals and to more of the long-term goals here. So the next long-term goal, and this isn't something that I'm as big on as some of the other stuff listed in this video, but that would be to start a sort of, don't want to say wildlife park, but sort of. It would be pretty much with the exotic wildlife that I get in the future, whether that be, it would probably mostly be a lot of reptiles, geckos, stuff like that. Open up a facility where you can actually, hello Rusty, these dogs like to interrupt this video. But anyways, back to the video. It is something that I sort of thought about and would like to do. I really like keeping animals. I like having animals, having them around. So it's something that I'm definitely considering for the future. And then the final long-term goal, and the most important one, is to just, in the best way that I possibly can, present wildlife and present the outdoors to you guys and encourage you all and show you all why it is so important to enjoy the outdoors, enjoy this huge world that we have out here, and to show you all why wildlife conservation is so important. I mean, we wouldn't be in the current situation we are in the world right now with this whole pandemic if it wasn't, if people knew how to treat wildlife better. I mean, it's really because of the mistreatment of wildlife in the Chinese wet markets that this entire virus has spiraled out of control, and this should be a testament to people as to why it is very important that we continue to protect and treat wildlife correctly. Anyways, that is the long-term goals. Now getting into these short-term goals for this channel and what is coming very soon in the future. In a couple of months here, in the start of July, I'm going to be heading out to Yellowstone and Grand Teton National Parks out in Wyoming. Lots of awesome wildlife out there: bison, grizzly bears, wolves, moose, all kinds of awesome stuff. And I plan on bringing all of those, as much wildlife as I see on that trip, to you guys in video form, and just showing everything that I see on that trip. And I'm also, while I'm out there, going to be backpacking the Teton Crest Trail, so I do a full video on that. It's regarded as one of the most beautiful trails in America, so I think it's going to be a really awesome video whenever I'm able to do that a little later this summer in July. That's a 2-week trip, and I will do a ton of videos on that. And then after I get back from that, I will actually be going with some family. That first trip is with friends. I'm going with family up north to Acadia National Park, and they've got some awesome tide pools, lots of really awesome marine life there that I will also be able to do videos on later in the summer. So that's what we've got coming pretty soon as far as really cool stuff for the channel. I really think that we're going to be seeing some awesome stuff, especially out in Yellowstone. They've got some of the, it's really the best wildlife viewing in the US is Yellowstone, so we should be able to do a lot of awesome videos there. And like I said, you know, I'll be doing other things related to the outdoors whenever I go camping, backpacking and stuff, and I'm going to be doing some of that this summer as I go, you know, while I'm out west and stuff like that. So I'll be doing videos on all of that too, so pretty exciting. We've got that coming up in 2 months, I guess, now from around the time that I put this video out. But for now, leading up to that, I'm going to be doing videos around here with the wildlife that we have here in Kentucky, whatever I can film, whether that be deer. We have lots of deer here, raccoons, snakes, all kinds of stuff. So I'll be doing videos on all of that for now, and I'm also doing a backpacking trip here really soon within the next couple of weeks that I'll also post a video on. And then last of all, one thing that I've been sort of getting into lately, and I'm not as big into as this YouTube channel, but it's still something I enjoy, is photography, and specifically wildlife photography, landscape photography, stuff like that. And so that will probably play somewhat of a role in these videos too, not like the main focus, but you know, you might see me taking photographs and doing different things in these videos too, besides just documenting the wildlife. So that might be a small component of this channel too. But if you guys would like to take a look at some of my pictures and keep up to date for when videos are going up and stuff like that, you can check out my Instagram, which I've already created for this YouTube channel. It is wattswildlife_IG. You can go on Instagram, you can find that channel. I'll be posting all the photos that I take of wildlife and other things on there. I mean, out west this summer, going back to that again, we should get some really awesome photos posted on there, so definitely check that out. There will be a link in the description for that, like I said, and you can keep up to date on what I'm doing. You know, I'll update on there with photos and stuff probably more often than I'll be able to post videos on here, so you can definitely check that out if you are interested. And that's pretty much going to be all for this first video, guys. I just want to say thank you all so much for watching this video. This is a new start for me with this YouTube channel, and I'm really hoping that it is able to grow into something pretty cool in the future, and we're going to be able to take trips, me and one of you take trips at those subscriber milestones in the future if the channel grows big enough to permit that. I'm really excited for this, so please guys, if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button, like this video, check out my Instagram down below to support this channel, share this channel with your friends. Let's try to grow this so that all these cool ideas that I have for the channel and for bringing wildlife to you guys, not only through your screens, but like I said, with one of you coming with me to actually go somewhere in person and see wildlife. You know, just do whatever you can to support the channel so that we can do all of that stuff. And so that'll be all, guys. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next video. I think it'd be a really awesome pepper. Can you quit making sounds? That short-term stuff. All right, dogs. You don't have to go away.